Welcome to the Fort Riley elk season pre-hunt briefing. During this briefing, you are encouraged to pause the video and review carefully the material presented on each slide. Please remember that this briefing is an overview and not all-inclusive. More detailed information can be found in the elk hunting fact sheet, the outdoor recreation map and regulation summary, as well as on the Fort Riley iSportsman webpage. These documents can be found at the Environmental Office in the Self-Help Customer Service Room at Building 407 Pershing Court, or on the Fort Riley iSportsman webpage. At the conclusion of this briefing, you will be given a short quiz. When you have successfully completed the quiz, your account will be updated with your elk permit to reflect that you have completed the briefing. The military mission has precedence over any outdoor recreational opportunities. Fort Riley, or portions of it, may be closed at any time without prior notice. Vehicle access to all or portions of the installation may be prohibited. However, foot traffic may still be permitted. A reminder, military training often occurs in training areas designated as open. Recreationists are required to maintain a 200-meter distance between themselves and any active body of troops, helicopters, or other military equipment. Please review the elk season hunting dates listed here, and note the proper season dates for your permit. Reminder, antlerless elk permit holders are allowed to hunt during the muzzleloader and archery season. All individuals 18 or older are required to have a DoD ID card or a Fort Riley Access Pass or badge on their person while on the installation. An access pass can be obtained at the Henry Gate Access Control Point off of I-70 at exit 301. All firearms must be registered at the Visitor Control Center. For more information about firearm registration procedures, please review the privately owned Firearm Guide under the Regulations tab on the Fort Riley iSportsman webpage, or call 785-239-2982. Firearms must be transported unloaded in an enclosed case. Ammunition must be transported in a separate closed container. Reminder, concealed weapons are prohibited, and crossbows must be disengaged during transport on the installation. Please review Regulation 190-1, available on the Fort Riley iSportsman webpage, for further firearm rules and regulations. Recreationists must register an account on the Fort Riley iSportsman website before recreating on the installation. You must check in, check out before and after recreating, which can be done by using any personal device with internet access, by visiting the Army One-Stop Kiosk located at the Visitor Control Center or at the Environmental Office. The impact area and Douthit Range Complex are off-limits at all times. Other areas may be off-limits during all or part of the season. Listings and maps of areas off-limits will be posted on the Fort Riley iSportsman website and at the Environmental Office. Prior to recreating, you must understand how to determine what areas are open, what areas are closed, and be able to distinguish those areas from each other. Fort Riley follows Kansas law for blaze orange requirements. Please pause the briefing and review those regulations. Please pause and review trail camera, ground blind, and tree stand regulations that are specific to Fort Riley. Please pause and review the specific rules and regulations about baiting on Fort Riley. Please pause and review these unique regulations enforced here on Fort Riley. Before you head into the field, ensure you have all necessary licenses, permits, and documents. Please pause the briefing and review the list of documents required to elk hunt on Fort Riley. You can help protect Fort Riley's natural resources by executing respectful and ethical hunting practices. We encourage reporting harassment or other violations you may see to the Fort Riley Game Warden section at 785-239-6767. Thank you for watching the Fort Riley elk season pre-hunt briefing. You will now take a short quiz. After passing the quiz, you will be able to print your elk permit, hunting access permit, and your vehicle pass. Enjoy your hunt and be safe.